So Jamie Foxx tweets this out, or not tweets this out. I'm sorry. Jamie Foxx puts this out. They killed this dude named Jesus. What do you think they'll do to you? Hashtag fake friends. Hashtag fake love. Do you see any problem with this?
It's cryptic. You don't just do that like this. It's gonna get the engagement type. Jennifer Aniston? Is it Jennifer Aniston? Oh, is that why Jennifer Aniston's been getting baked? I don't get it though. But
you don't see anything wrong with this at all.
They killed this dude named Jesus. Jesus Christ. They killed this dude named Jesus. What do you think they'll do to you? Hashtag fake friends. Hashtag fake love. Maybe I'm missing it. I don't know. I just don't know the history.
Hey, so we see, and I'm gonna play this video because I didn't realize Jennifer Aniston actually did like this. I didn't know she liked this. So somebody presses her. P1612 asks her, "Did you really like a very anti-Semitic post by Jamie Foxx?" She says, "No, I didn't." And this is Jennifer Aniston's quote right here. It says, quote, "This really makes me sick. I did not like this post on purpose or by accident," which if you don't like it on purpose or accident, how did you like it? Because we saw you.
Yeah, it's either one or the other.
It's either one or the other. And more importantly, I want to be clear to my friends and anyone hurt by this showing up in their feeds. I do not support any form of anti-Semitism, and I truly don't tolerate hate of any kind. Period. Jennifer Aniston. Now, they're saying that this is anti-Semitism because Jesus was killed by the Jews. And they're saying that whole they killed Jesus, what do you think they'll do to you? Hashtag fake friends was an anti-Semitic comment.
Again, maybe I can get talked back into it. I'm an open dude. Pause. Damn, I keep fucking
That's
up.
crazy, bro.
You know, I'm open-minded when it comes to this shit. But I think that's a stretch. What I got from that, if that's the route we're going, is, they killed Jesus, who was this very important figure. Just anyone, a group of people killed Jesus, this very important figure. You ain't Jesus, bro. What the fuck do you think they're gonna do to you? That's what I got from that. To say that's anti-Semitic is a stretch to me. Jennifer Aniston, I think she is lying in terms of the whole I did it on purpose or by accident. It gotta be one or the other. But I felt like what happened was she was scrolling on Instagram. Because I know people who do this. They deadass just open Instagram and every post they see, they don't even consume it for real. It's just double tap, boom, double tap, boom, double tap, boom, double tap, boom. And I think it was just one of those instances. I think that's what she was trying to get off in her apology. And she just kind of dug herself in more of a hole. But
yeah, it's a L apology. I don't understand. Now, this is what I believed. Jesus was killed by the Romans and he was Jewish. I thought that to be the case too. I continue to read today, tried to go back, et cetera, et cetera. I tried to read into that because I thought Jesus was killed by the Romans. I thought Jesus was Jewish. I didn't think Jamie Foxx was saying that Jews killed Jesus. And what do you think Jews will do to you? I thought that was a stretch. You feel what I'm saying? I thought that was a stretch, man.
What the fuck?
I thought that was a stretch. But apparently, that's what was being said by Jamie Foxx. That's the way that it was interpreted. That's what people got. I don't know how they got that from there. So much so that they made Jamie Foxx apologize. I don't even think Jamie Foxx knows what he's apologizing for. I want to apologize to the Jewish community and everyone who was offended by my post. I now know my choice of words has caused offense, and I'm sorry. That was never my intent. To clarify, I was betrayed by a fake friend. That's why he hashtagged a fake friend.
Yeah.
And that's what I meant by they, not anything more. I only have love in my heart for everyone. I love and support the Jewish community. My deepest apologies to anyone who was offended.
Nah,
Look at this, the
man.
fox emoji. That's cute.
Big Fox. Nah, I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm usually not the fuck woke culture thing, but nah, that's a stretch. That's a stretch. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think he should have apologized. I don't think Jennifer Aniston should have needed to apologize in the first place. She just had an L apology. That's all. But now that's a stretch of the widest magnitude. I ain't gonna lie.
I thought it was quite simple. I truly oh wow, so they even put it on stop anti-Semites. So apparently the Jews were mad about this. There's a Twitter page called Stop Anti-Semites. How did they get this from that? They literally I wow. And maybe this is slang. This is stopantisemitism.com, or not .com, but their Twitter page. They be posting all damn day about anti-Semitism.
But that might be the case though, as to why they even brought that out of that text, because it's kind of like what's that other Twitter page? It's like liberal something, and it's just about like canceling woke culture, if anything. And they just try to pull everything just because it's the page and that's what they talk about.
This says, did Kanye hack Jamie Foxx's Instagram account? I don't see this as what I think happened, and this is what I talked about when I talk about gatekeeping culture and being the ones to be able to dictate and saying whatever. Literally, this is a case of people not of the culture, white people, not understanding conversations that happen in the culture, of the culture, slang or whatever. So, like when Lizzo said that whole spaz comment, they went so crazy about that, right? Remember? You remember when she had that in her lyrics? They went so crazy about that. But there were so many people trying to figure out what was that about? Because for the longest of times, that just meant go crazy. But all of a sudden, in these new age conversations with people learning words, which I get it, words have meanings, but that's not what people meant. That's not what people mean. That to me is crazy. It's slang at the end of the day. And you should also be able to just say that too. I think you should be able to just say that without bowing down to these people and apologizing. You should be able to say, oh no, you guys, that's definitely not anti-Semitic. That's just slang in black culture. Like, that's not what that means.
Yeah.
You're actually wrong for thinking that.
No, I feel it. It's just a clash of two cultures that view things differently. I think language is so interesting because even within the United States, like, there's different terminologies within different regions and how people interpret different things. And then, like, the difference between American English versus British English is like a really big gap. So for all of us to technically use the same language, but in actuality, because of our environments and our culture, like, actually consume and talk about it differently and talk the language in a different way, like, it's so interesting to me. But
with that being said, I do have a question for you. Do you think is language, does language change like that as quickly as it changes in like the Philippines? What I mean by that is, you can go from like Atlanta to Memphis. And even in that span, you'll hear probably like 3 different ways that the English language is spoken. 4 different ways that the English language is spoken. Does it change that quickly going like that distance in the Philippines?
So the main language in the Philippines is Tagalog, but then when you go down the country, because there's different islands and different sectors, there's like different dialects, but those dialects aren't called Tagalog. It'd be like Ilocano or something. So it does change in a very small amount of like area. So to answer your question, yes, but it's like is kind of different in that regard.
But they classify it as a whole different language, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Could you, if you were traveling down the land, could you understand it? If that makes
No,
sense.
no.
Oh, so it's oh, okay. So it's that different.
Yeah, it's like completely different. I don't know what the fuck they're saying type shit.
Is that because, do you think somebody that's, I don't know, that still lives where you're from in the Philippines, if they travel downward, they would understand, or it's totally different, just 100%?
It's totally different. Like it's a completely at least to me what it sounds like is a completely different language with completely different words. And I don't know if it's the completely different grammar, but like I dead ass wouldn't understand it. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm. That is interesting. I think, although American English, like you said, is the same, um, it is different going from one place to the other place. There's a TikTok of this dude who's like a Philadelphia hooper, and he's making like sketch comedy where, they say I'm beating you, or like, if somebody's really dogging you, I'm dogging you in
yeah,
basketball. Like, yeah, I'm dogging you today, bro. You can't guard me. Nah, shit, I dog you. So in Philadelphia, they use the slang dicking. I'll be a serious.
like I'm digging you down type shit, or like I'm digging you down,
Oh,
or
come on now, come on now, come on now.
no, I'm digging
Down
you.
is, yeah, just dicking you.
Oh,
Um,
my bad, my bad, Joe.
yeah, I don't down is kind of crazy, but it is like, yo, I'm dicking you. You're a dickhead. They use dick a lot in Philadelphia, like slang. But if anybody else were to hear the phrase like, yo, I'm dicking you, young bull, like I'm dicking you, that would seem like the craziest type situation in the world. Like if anybody else heard that, I mean, it's still crazy to me. I know what it means. And if somebody said I'm dicking you, I don't know. Hey, did you?
I still have those moments to be honest with you, because English is my second language. It really is my first at this point. Like sometimes I be hearing shit that I don't know what it means, and I'm like, yo, is this like I don't know, is this like an English thing that I just never knew about, or like is this a regional thing? Is this a cultural thing? I don't know.
It could be. I think it gets better with time, but for some people, it's also just not for you to understand. Like you'll never understand what they're talking about in the Midwest or whatever, like the slang that they use. However, you don't interpret Midwest slang for people from the Midwest. Like you let people from the Midwest say the slang that they say without interjecting and being like, "Yo, what the fuck? What are you saying?"
Yeah.
Maybe unless somebody says like, "I'm dicking you," maybe then you would interject. I don't know.